Sure. Hi, good morning. This is Lance Crane, the director of the Release Technique. Thank you for joining. Uh, we're going to go over the introduction of releasing and go over a couple of things. Donna and I, Donna is our head teacher at the Release Technique here. We have 5 teachers, and Donna's the head teacher. She's been releasing well over 10 years, almost 15 years. And I've been releasing since the age of 13 for a long time. And so we're going to go over the introduction, and Donna's going to go over the origins and the basic foundation of the release technique at first. And then she's going to work with people one-on-one and go give some examples. And then I'll join too, Donna, toward the end of the call and start working with people too. So let me introduce you to Donna. I'll hand it to you. Thank you, Donna.
Thank you, Lance. And you're going to let people in, Lance, while I just do the intro here, just for
I
people
will.
coming
I'm
into the waiting
watching
room.
right now.
Great.
Yes,
Thank
I
you.
will do that. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Well, yeah. Welcome, everyone. And glad you're here. Happy to be here. Always happy for time together. We, live in a world that is always kind of topsy-turvy, endless conflict. Any day you can look at the news or social media or whatever, and there's just political division and economy issues and new diseases and just lots of uncertainty is always going on. And it just causes people to, it doesn't cause for a nice society. It causes people to hate each other, to fear each other, to blame each other, to take sides. And on top of all that, we have our personal, worry and health and money and relationships and deadlines, to-do lists. So basically, people are walking around stressed out, with anxiety and overwhelm and physical problems, body problems. And basically, it comes down to that it's no way to live. It is the way that we seem to be living, but it's certainly not living fully. What is it to live fully? Well, we're exhausted all the time. So it's almost like we prefer to stay, separate. And we need to just realize the utility of all of this. So the beauty of release technique is we're going to demonstrate something. So you're not believing anything we say. We always say, don't believe anything. Just check it out for yourself. It is possible to have peace of mind no matter what's happening in the external world. And it's possible to live from that inner peace and have a full, abundant, meaningful life with zero stress, zero pressure, zero inner struggle, zero conflict. It is possible. It may not be in your mind's view of practical, that it's not practical to live that way. But on the other hand, is it practical to waste all of our energy and then we end up getting nowhere, right? Because the same struggles that human beings have today are the same struggles that human beings had 100 years ago. So it's like we're following a recipe, and that recipe leads to frustration and disappointment and disapproval. So what you can expect from today, and many of you have been releasing before, so you know what to expect. For those of you who are new to releasing, and just coming here as an introduction to releasing for the first time, we have about an hour together, and we're going to spend as much of that time as possible actually releasing. But we're just going to start off with a little introduction to tell you a little bit what you need to know, to give you sort of the basis of everything. And then we'll get into releasing. But one thing I want to say about releasing is it's sort of like riding a bike. You can't read a book and then go, oh, now that I read the book, I know how to ride the bike. So it's not intellectual, even though we're used to understanding things intellectually through our mind. Releasing is experiential. It's not like a classroom where you're just going to learn a bunch of ideas. You learn it by doing it, and by doing it again and again and again. And it's like something starts to open up, and then open up even more, and then open up even more, and open up even more. And you start to sense something that is what we would say not your usual way of experiencing. And that which we become present to, it turns out it's there, it's been there all along, but it's just covered up by our conditioning. And once we go through and show you the demonstration of how it works, and we take a few people through it, then Lance will tell you what courses we have coming up. If you want to take a course where you have a live course where the facilitators are guiding everyone and supporting everyone, you could do it that way. You can do, do it yourself, where you can get a program, an audio program, streaming course, where we call it like a home study course. We have live retreats. I mean, we have ongoing support, ways in which you can continue to incorporate it, because there's no end to how good life can be. So releasing is like a skill, just like playing an instrument. If you learn how to play the piano, but you never practice, then you don't actually get any better. So you have to be willing to sort of be a little clunky at first, because like anything, when you're learning it, it's new, and so it's feels a little wonky at first. But as you continue to practice it, the results are like cumulative. Like you start feeling freer and lighter, and things that maybe used to get triggered by don't trigger you anymore, and you make better decisions. And if you make a decision and then you change your mind, you just go in the other direction. I mean, you feel more of a sense of freedom. Your life starts to improve. And more importantly, you start to experience that you really are the authority of your life. And if you don't decide which direction you're going, then your mind decides for you. And so if you have financial concerns, worry about finances, that's the way the mind's going to go. If you have a feeling that you have too much stress or you have body problems, well, that's the choice the mind's going to make every time. It's just going to go right back to this, like a broken record, keeps doing the same thing. But when you start to release the inner pressure, all the things that have built up inwardly, all of a sudden, it's like you feel a new sense of a new lease on life. So releasing is simple. It's a set of tools. We're going to show you a few of the tools, but we can't show you everything, because it really requires you going through a course where you where you experience the full, understanding, the full learning of it. But today we're going to show you tools that you can put to use immediately. You don't need to have a belief system or a deep understanding of it. They're things that we all, can use anytime. So for example, if somebody cuts you off in traffic, or you get a bill in the mail, or somebody looks at you funny, or you feel too much on your plate, like you feel overwhelmed, you feel, news headlines, fear, helplessness, anything like that. Those, life's always throwing us different curveballs. And what's going to happen is it's going to trigger your emotions. And instead of letting the emotions run, we have a way of being able to help you release yourself from that emotion instantly. It's an instant shift. And so when we realize that we have all these buried feelings, it's like a backlog of things from like childhood. If somebody says something to you today and it makes you feel guilty, it's not guilt that's just brand new, that they're giving you a guilt trip. No, they're just triggering that you have some suppressed guilt. We have pushed these feelings down. So just real quickly, a little background on release technique. The method that of releasing was, introduced to us by a man named Lester Levenson. He was an engineer and a physicist, and he very smart. At age 42, he was given a diagnosis that he was told he only had 2 weeks to live, zero chance of survival. And he could have just given up and accepted what they said as true. But he said to himself, well, I'm still breathing, so let me see if I can get out of this. So he started going back and examining his life and examining when he was healthy, when he was sick, and trying to see if he could see where there was something he was missing. When you're looking for something that you've looked for, but you're like, I'm going to look one more time. And so he discovered that he had a lot of unloving feelings, non-loving feelings. pretty much towards, people in his life from the past, towards government. He didn't like the whole way that taxes ran, and he wanted to change a lot of things. So he kind of reverse engineered. He turned everything backwards, and he said, if I could get rid of my unloving feelings, could my body get any healthier? Now, it might sound like a strange correlation, right? How one thing might correlate, but something, he was sort of getting some intelligence that was coming from within. It was sort of guiding him, like an intuitive sense. Is it these non-loving feelings that are having the effect? And it turned out he was right. As he started letting go of his non-loving feelings, and we'll show you exactly what he did. Uh, he turned everything around, and his body became healthy. He lived for 42 years in perfect health. He let go of wanting to change the world, let go of wanting to change taxes, let go of wanting to change the past. And he brought up the ultimate thing, which was the fear of dying, because he was told he only had two weeks to live, zero chance of survival. Well, of course, he never died, right? It was this looming 2 weeks that he was told was a sure bet, turned out to be a false. It wasn't true. So the main thing that we want to get to is what Lester discovered. And what he saw is that feelings are always coming up to leave. And what we do is we don't like the feelings. So most of us, we don't like when we feel fearful, or we don't like when we feel irritated. We don't like. So what we do is we push them down. We create a conflict. We say, I don't want to feel this way. I shouldn't be this way. And we push down anger. We hide grief from ourselves. We ignore fear. We pretend we're fine, but we're walking around with this backlog, this accumulated layers of emotions. And it's being in this kind of reactive, stressed out, limited state that causes us to be totally frustrated. So, releasing, again, it simply reverses the whole process. We let the feelings come up instead of pushing them down. We welcome them, we allow them up, and we let them go. And it's amazing. They just completely dissipate, disappear basically. And so the real goal that we're really all after, all human beings are after, is that we want to be in a state of peace. We want to live in a state of uh, where nothing bothers us. When we're in an unbothered state, we're just relaxed and at ease, and all is well. But like we say, any minute somebody can call us or text us or email us, or we get something in the mail, and it bothers us. And so we want to be able to have something that no matter what life throws our way, we can instantly release it. And that's what we're going to do today. We're going to experience it, not just talk about it. So, find something that's bothering you, whether it's health, money, relationships, the world, whatever feeling. See if there's a feeling of anger, frustration, sadness, disappointment, disapproval, worry. And just if you're new to releasing, we always sort of we have a lot of people who already know how to release, but it's nice for these calls, the introduction to releasing calls, to offer to support those who have never released before. So you can raise your hand at the bottom of your screen. You can raise your hand. There's a react button there. And if you're called in on your phone and you'd like to release, you can hit *9 and that'll raise your hand. So go ahead and do that now. And then let's get on with the demonstration. Ah, we have 5 people, I guess. All right, we have Stephanie. So again, everybody else there's nothing to fear here. You're not on
Hey,
the hot seat.
I'm so sorry to interrupt you. What was it you wanted us to do?
You're gonna raise your hand.
Oh, okay. My hand's raised. React.
Okay, so Sarah, your hand's not
Raise
raised.
hand.
Yeah, there
I
you
got
go.
it.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
got
I'd
it.
never done it before. Sorry about that.
Yeah. Okay, no problem. No problem. All right. So Sarah, why don't, since you're here, well, let's start with you, and then Stephanie, I'll get you next. So Sarah, what feeling comes up when you think about some problem that you have in your life, whether it's a financial problem, physical problem?
Yeah. I guess a problem that's coming up for me right now is like the anxiety that's associated with the unknowing of the future.
Okay. All
Like
right.
lack of structure. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, good. So now you don't like the anxiety, right?
Right.
Right. So when we don't like something, we're sort of adding to it, right? To not
Right.
like it. So even though it seems reasonable to not like anxiety, I mean, who would like anxiety? But the thing is it doesn't matter. The only thing that matters, if we see by disapproving of the anxiety, it's not helping us, right? It doesn't give you a sense of certainty about the future to disapprove of it, does it?
No,
Right. And even to have the anxiety, it doesn't help know the future.
it doesn't help.
You still don't know the future, right? So now let's see if we can release the anxiety, since that's what's being triggered. It's just coming up to the surface. So right now, can you just welcome the anxiety? Could you give yourself permission to feel the anxiety without liking it or disliking it?
Yes.
And could you just say yes to the anxiety some more and just welcome it up, invite it up, let it come to the surface?
Okay.
And could you say yes to it some more?
Yes.
And could you say yes to it even more?
Yes.
And yes, even more.
Yes.
And yes, a little bit more.
Yes.
And when you just welcome it and you invite it up to the surface, you notice that your head's not falling off, your butt's not falling off, like nothing's actually happening, right? When you say yes to
Right.
it.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's
But
almost a relief, actually.
exactly. See, so when we welcome feelings, there's a relief, because it
I
doesn't,
feel it.
you can't actually put that anxiety on the table. Like it's not a thing, right? It doesn't have any substance to it,
Mhm.
right?
Right. It's just a
You can't go to
body. It's in me.
it's just an idea, basically. It's our imagination, right? It's a sensation that then turns into an imagination. So you
Yeah.
imagine yourself as being the one that has anxiety. But now when you start to confront it by just facing it, you can embrace it. So now can you just love that feeling, that relief, that anxiety is
Yes.
just a thought, right? Basically, it's made up of thoughts. So can you now just I like to say face it, embrace it, and erase it. So now can you just let the whole thing evaporate and dissolve, like erasing a chalkboard? Can you just let that anxiety go?
Yes.
And some more.
Yeah.
And what do you experience if there's no anxiety? If it wasn't real to begin with?
Peace.
Right.
Blank
So you're
chalkboard.
r- right. So you're just left with a different experience. And now you can go back and you can say, okay, now is it required? Are you required to feel anxiety when you don't know the future? Is it a requirement now that you know that it's not
No.
even real? No, it's not required. So, do you think that having a sense of wonder about the future and not knowing how things are going to turn out is better than having anxiety about the future and not knowing how things are going to turn out?
Yes.
Right. So see, it's up to you, right? You're the authority. You're the boss. So now can you
Yes.
just decide to to look forward to not knowing, right? I don't know, but it's I like to say it's like your magic kingdom. If you want to see angels everywhere, you can see angels in everybody, and you look for oh, I wonder how good today is going to be, instead of like, oh, what's going to happen, right? It's up to you, right? It's your
Yeah.
it's your playground.
Thank you.
Yeah, do you see what a difference, right? What a shift a different perspective gives you.
I see a difference. Thank you, Donna.
You're welcome. You're welcome, Sarah. So this is just like, again, the tip of the iceberg. We can start to see this. All right, Nicole. Either Nicole, you got to unmute yourself.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
All right.
Hi, Nicole. Good
Hi,
morning.
Donna. It's great to see you. So for me, I also struggle with anxiety, and for me, it's showing up a lot in like physical pain. So right now,
Okay.
my sciatica has been acting up and flaring up for the past month.
Okay. All
Um,
right. So
yeah,
pain. Let's just take a look at pain because everybody
yeah,
can relate to it. So you don't
yeah.
like pain, do you?
No.
No. And does disapproving of the sciatica, disapproving of the pain, does that help the pain go away?
No.
No, it doesn't, right? We just become sort of like fixated on it,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Definitely.
So the sciatica is in like one part of the body, but when we feel that one discomfort, it seems to magnify, like it gets amplified, right?
Yes.
We don't think about all the parts of the body that don't bother us. We just think about the one part of the body that does bother us.
Right. Right.
And then we're disapproving of it, which isn't really helpful, is it?
No. No.
Right. So now can you just allow yourself to give yourself permission? We're going to do something radically different. Can you just say yes to this sensation? We don't even have to call it pain. Just look at it as a sensation, right? Maybe
Mm-hmm.
we might say it's there's discomfort, right? But just
Mm-hmm.
for now, could you just allow yourself to feel it fully?
Yes.
And could you just feel it even more? Just welcome the feeling.
Yes.
And without wanting to like get away from it or fix it or have a future time when it's not there. Just right now, if it's here, it's here. So could you just say yes to it coming up?
Yes.
And could you say yes to it some more?
Yes.
And could you say yes to it some more?
Yes.
And yes, even more.
Yes.
And when you just allow yourself to feel it fully, do you notice your head's not falling off, your fingernails aren't popping off, like there's nothing actually happening,
Yes. Yeah.
right? And so does it feel a little more lighter when you go into it directly?
A little bit.
Right. So a little bit is a really good point. A little bit is a little bit in the right direction versus a little bit worse would be the wrong direction, right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
So does the anxiety make it a little bit better or a little bit worse?
Makes it worse.
Right, so it's kind of like compounds it. So now it's sort of, it's our own intelligence, right? Saying, okay, anxiety is not helping, resisting it is not helping. But one thing we do, and is we try to figure out how to get rid of this situation. Can you see that your mind wants to figure out how to get rid of it?
Oh yeah. All the time.
Right, and then it's like going around in circles. You notice that? it
Yeah.
doesn't
Yeah.
it doesn't actually
Absolutely.
get rid of it, just puts us in like the spin of the mind, and then we start disapproving of it. And then do you disapprove of your life because you have to deal with this pain?
It's a good question. I don't know if it's disapproving of my life more than just focusing so much on the pain itself and causing more stress about it.
Yeah, well, just consider that it's in a way we do disapprove of ourselves, but we don't it's almost like we're so used to it we don't even
Hmm.
it doesn't even dawn on us. But now I'm going to show you another way of releasing
Okay.
that takes you out of the spin and out of the disapproval.
Okay.
Are you willing to do something a little different?
Absolutely.
Okay. And everybody, you can release right along with us. So just for now, Nicole, can you let go of wanting to figure out what to do about this sensation?
Yes.
And could you let go of wanting to know what the answer is just for now?
Yes.
Could you let go of wanting to know what to do?
Yes.
Could you let go of wanting to know anything at all just for now?
Yes.
And could you let go of wanting to think?
Yes.
And could you let go of wanting to think even more?
Yes.
And could you let go of wanting to think even more?
Yes.
And then just check and see when there's no thinking. What is that experience? Not what do you feel or think, but what's deeper than that?
Mm. Just quietness.
Right. So now the quietness is more of a neutral state, would you say?
Yeah.
Right. And now the disapproving of the sciatica, disapproving of like how long you've had it and not being able to figure out, and disapproving of ourselves, even though we may not realize we're disapproving of ourselves. It doesn't help anything, right?
Yeah.
So now you can turn that whole thing around. You could decide to be positive and loving, or you can keep disapproving of yourself and going down, spiraling downwards. What do you decide?
To stay positive and love myself.
Right. So could you right now, could you let go disapproving of yourself?
Yes.
And could you let go disapproving of yourself some more?
Yes.
And everybody release along. Could you let go disapproving of yourself a little more?
Yes.
And could you let go disapproving of yourself even more?
Yes.
And even more?
Yes.
And could you let go of disapproving of this sensation, this body sensation?
Yes.
And could you let go of disapproving of it some more?
Yes.
And a little bit more?
Yes.
And now can you turn it around? Could you give yourself love and approval for no reason?
Yes.
And could you give yourself some more love and approval?
Yes.
And even more?
Yes.
And some more?
Yes.
And can you love that body that you have, this body full of sensations? Can you just give it some love and approval?
Yes.
And could you give it some more love and approval?
Yes.
And you can't OD on love. Could you give it even more love and approval?
Yes.
And more?
Yes.
Love never hurts anything. Can you love it some more?
Yes.
And then just check in again and see, what do you experience when you're in that quietness and then you're just filling it all with love? What do you experience?
Like a physical sensation throughout my body, like tingles and warmth.
Yeah, it's aliveness. So,
Yes.
so wouldn't you rather have the tingles all over your body than just in your sciatica?
Yeah. Yes, please.
Seems like too much energy on that one nerve,
Yeah.
right? Now you're like, oh no, I'm just gonna be tingly all over. So
Yeah.
you see how you just turn the whole thing around.
Yeah.
You feel
Definitely.
happier,
Yes. Lighter for
right?
sure.
Yeah, and the happiness isn't coming from because the external world or the external body changed. The happiness is coming because you redirected yourself. You re-engineered instead of going around the mind, which is like a toilet suck. It just goes round and round and then down the toilet. It sucks us down. Now you've gotten into that quietness, which is not a spin, and then you spiraled upwards in love.
Right.
And the love was always there.
Yeah.
We're already full of love, but we don't realize it. So we don't realize that we have this power of love within us.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We forget that all the time.
We do, we forget it, but how you remember it is by actually expressing love. And you don't have to express it with greeting cards or emojis or telling people I love you. It's more of this inner, just giving yourself love and approval, and then having an unobstructive heart and just wishing love for all beings, right? Just wishing love and health and well being for all. And then the whole thing, the body then has done you in a weird way. It's kind of pushed you to know something that is a deeper knowing, that you are
Yeah.
love.
Right. Right.
So wonderful.
That was
Really
helpful.
good.
Thank you.
Yeah, yeah, it's really good. And like I mentioned earlier, once you learn these techniques, you can practice it over and over and over and over and over and just keeps getting better. But if we listen to the mind, it just gets us right back into the figuring it out and the disapproving, and because it's just a pattern, a habit pattern. So
Right.
so thanks so much, Nicole. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, and Jess, you want to unmute Jess?
Yeah, sorry, I'm not technically savvy.
No worries.
Okay, I'm here now. So for me is pretty much along the lines of what they had said before, like anxiety or panic. I just want to get out of my own way. I just want to be able to like, because I would say, I mean, I'm in my 30s now and I have been practicing this, like you say about the bicycle. It's not if
Mm-hmm.
you read the book, it's if you practice it. And my thing is that like once you start playing with the universe and you start feeding it, like you start seeking out these like, okay, I'm gonna feel good now, I'm gonna expect a miracle or expect
Mm-hmm.
reality to shift.
Mm-hmm.
But then sometimes you think you're doing everything right and it's like, or you're trying to like,
Yeah.
you're checking all the boxes basically,
Right.
but then there's
Things are still going wonky.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's like
Okay,
and
good.
yeah.
It's a good point that you're bringing up. So you mentioned anxiety, and then also could you see a sense that you want the world to spin in your direction the
Of
way you want
course.
it, right? So and everybody, we can all relate to this. Like we might notice like other people, especially in the news or social media, like, hey, they're getting all this good stuff. Where's my good stuff? How
Mhm.
come I'm getting crap here? So can you see that there's a deeper sense of what would you call it? Frustration?
Yeah, like kind of like 1 + 1 = 2, and whenever it starts to say it's 5,000, it's very annoying, and it's like then
Okay.
I'm trying to trust the
Yeah.
universe, but it's like,
Annoying.
how do I get out of
Yeah.
my own way and be like, oh no, it's okay, this is
Okay.
exactly
So,
gonna bring me to where I need to go.
right. So, can you see that if, in terms of like what I mentioned earlier, that when we have old feelings that we've suppressed, and then something triggers those old feelings like
Mhm.
annoyance, irritation, frustration,
Mhm.
unfair, injustice, right? Like it's
Mhm.
not fair. How come they get it and I don't? Right?
Mhm.
So basically, the mind's like a baby, right? It's a baby mind, right?
Mhm.
It just likes to cry about things and complain. And so now, if all of this is just coming to the surface and you don't like it, by not liking it, does that make it any better? By not liking the frustration or the way things are turning out, does that improve things to not like something?
No.
No, it just complicates it even more. It creates a conflict with the it is what it is, and then I don't like it the way that it is. So then we have a conflict. So just for now, let's just release it now, right? Because you can see it can turn into like a whole story if we, give examples and all of that. But
Yeah.
we don't need the story. All we need to do is just sort of locate, okay, I'm frustrated and I don't like it. And so now we're going to turn it around. So could you just say yes to the frustration so it can
Yes.
come up? It's coming up anyways, right? Could you just
Yes.
say yes to it even more?
Yes.
And could you say yes to it even more?
Yes.
And could you say yes to the frustration even more?
Yes.
And yes, even more. And everybody follow along.
Yes.
And could you say yes to the frustration even more?
Yes.
And yes, even more.
Yes.
And yes, even more.
Yes.
And yes, a little bit more.
Yes.
And just notice when you're saying yes to the frustration, you notice how it's not getting worse.
Yes.
You're just kind of you're aware of it, but it's not magnifying, it's not amplifying. So could you just say yes to the frustration even more?
Yes.
And now you can talk to the frustration. Just say, frustration, I love you.
Frustration, I love you.
Annoyance, I love you.
Annoyance, I love you.
Unfairness, I love you.
Unfairness, I love you.
I love you feelings.
I love your feelings.
And I let you go.
And I let you
I,
go.
I don't need you anymore.
I don't need you anymore.
So now just open up and just let all this energy, just like opening up a door in the front of your body, you're just allowing all the energy, the feelings, the emotions, just giving it space. It's coming up, it got triggered, it's coming up to leave, just allowing that energy to pass through.
Yes.
And then what do you experience? Not what do you think or feel, but deeper than that. What do you experience when you're just relaxing, opening, and just letting this energy uh, out?
I don't know what the right word is, but I just keep feeling like in my spirit, I'm like, whatever. Okay, it is what it is.
Okay, good. Right. So you're more in a state of like not bothered,
Right.
right? And one of the beautiful things about releasing is Lester uses the top goal as this word called imperturbability. Now, for a lot of people, when they hear that word at first, it sounds like, what? It's such an unfamiliar word. Well, that's why he liked it, because there wasn't a lot of written about the word imperturbability. It's not that common. But what it basically means, one thing and one thing only, is nothing bothers you. No one bothers you. Nothing and no one bothers you. Now, can you see what a benefit it would be to go through life where things just didn't bother you?
How do you say that word again?
It's imperturbability. You know the word perturb, right? When you're
Yeah,
perturbed about
per,
something, you're
yeah.
annoyed, right?
Hmm.
Or pissed off, right? And so imperturbability, it means to be not perturbed, to be unperturbed. So imperturbability is a state where nothing and no one bothers you. Now, in the world that we live in, which is a world of the constant change, to be imperturbable about all that constant change is a real value. There's a tremendous value, because otherwise you can have anxiety all the time. You can be frustrated all the time. You could hate people. You could be in a total state of reactivity to all the changes. But when you're imperturbable, you have no energy dissipating. You just let the world go through. It's like watching a movie. There's all kinds of different scenes going on in the movie, but the movie has a beginning and an end, right? And so you just don't get crazy about it.
Hmm. But that's okay. So yeah, for the most part, most things I can say, yeah, I'm really like tough skin or whatever it is, or a lot of things just roll off my back and I just give it to God. But when it comes to certain things that the universe knows that you will have no other emotional reaction to that, like, or like it's a natural reaction, like there's no way that a mother will not react to like defending her son or protecting, or that stressor of always worrying or caring or making sure he's okay. So it's like not just the worry part, but like when something actually happens and it keeps.
Hmm. So are you planning on something bad happening? Is
No,
that but isn't that what the mind's doing? The mind's kind of planning like something bad's going to happen where I'm going to need to react.
uh, I guess so.
Right?
In one way,
Yeah, so
yeah.
that's our imagination, right? So our imagination says like, duh, obviously something bad's going to happen, right? But the thing is in this, right, you can only live this moment. Is any of that happening this very moment?
No, but let me go into that real quick because I could have this phone call with you guys and be like totally zened out by the end of this phone call, and then like I could go visit to my mom, and then I can end up in jail, and that's not imagination. That actually happened.
Okay,
I
but right now you're not in jail.
no, obviously no. But those
Right.
are the things that I'm
And
talking about when
but
something
I
bad,
get
bad,
it.
bad
I
happens.
get it, but that's your mind, right? The mind is holding on to what's not happening. And what value is it to live a life where you're spending when the time where nothing is happening
Mhm.
thinking about what might happen?
Right,
You see, there's not a lot of value to that. So
right. No.
just now, just for 1 minute, see, you have to prove to yourself for 1 minute,
Mhm.
could you let go of wanting to figure out what's going to happen in the future?
Yes,
Just for 1 minute. And could you let go of wanting to know what to do later? Just for 1 minute.
yes,
Could you let go of wanting to figure anything out just for 1 minute?
yes,
Could you let go of wanting to think?
yes,
Could you let go of wanting to think even more?
yes,
And could you let go of wanting to think even more?
yes.
And just right now, because that's all we have is right now. If there's
Mhm.
no thinking about the past, no thinking about your mother, no thinking about anything, what's that experience?
It's just like very animalistic. It's just like a dog that's laying down or a cow that's just chilling. Like they're just
Right.
natural
It's a
state of.
chill, it's a natural state of chill, right?
Right.
So in that natural state, isn't that always there? Isn't it always available, regardless?
Yes.
It
Yeah.
just gets covered up, right, by the thought system, right? The thought is just camouflaging this natural state of inner peace or inner chill or whatever you want to call it, zen, whatever. So that state is always there. Now, we're not saying that something is not going to happen or something is going to happen. We don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But if every moment that state is there,
Mm-hmm.
that's a state of intelligence. Now, just notice the mind is quiet at this moment right here, right? The mind's not trying to project some future time or some past time. It's just quiet. So
Mm-hmm.
when intelligence is awakened, mind is quiet. When mind is awakened, intelligence is quiet. So it's up to you. You get to choose. Would you rather live in a state of intelligence? Because that's always there. But if you let the mind, which the mind dominates, it's like a ruthless mind, right? It just totally dominates and it'll tell you, like, oh, no, this is bad thing that's going to happen to you. So you get to decide for yourself. And
Mm-hmm.
you can prove it out. And the thing is we're all the same. We're not, we think we're all very different, but we're basically, it's all the same. We all have the same intelligence. You can live from the intelligence and watch the mind scheming and saying what's going to happen and all that. But when you watch it, it's no big deal. You're not it. But when you follow it, then you mistake yourself for this, very busy mind, which is always constructing and fabricating all kinds of potential, what ifs. So it's up to you. You get to decide. We can't tell you how to live your life, but that state that is available to us, that state of intelligence is always there. And
I
there's
guess,
nothing that can take it away from you and nothing that can give it to you.
thank you.
Yeah.
I just like I'm just trying to make sure that um when you gave the example of that one guy who had a week left to live and
Hmm.
to go within and figure out what his innermost attitudes, what he was holding inside, what magnet was activated to attract that experience.
Well, I'm not sure that the words that you're using line up to the words he would use, but in any case, what he discovered was non-loving feelings. His unloving feelings that he had, he was harboring a lot of ill will towards people from his past.
Oh,
And so he had a lot of hatred. I mean, on the surface, he was a really nice guy, but underneath, when he started examining, he saw a lot of unloving feelings. When he let go of his unloving feelings and had only love, the whole universe opened up to him. I mean, everything. The body became completely healthy. He never saw another doctor. I mean, everything radically changed when he let go of his unloving feelings. So, all right, Jess. Well, let's move on because there's other people with their hands up and we only have so much time here, but definitely it's a huge shift. And I'm really happy that you were able to point out to everybody that inner chill state. I like the way you said it. Is always available to us. That's what Lester would call the state of imperturbability, and it's not an uncaring state, by the way. Too, it's not. It's not that we don't care. We still our caring shifts from more of a deeper state than being bothered by everything, right? That kind of caring, where we're just bothered by everything. So it's not like a cold state. It's actually a very warm state. We wish wellness for all because we see we have the power to do that. We know all is well, and we wish wellness, peace on earth, love for all beings. So I'm gonna see if Lance, you want to release with a few people, Lance?
Yeah. I could do that. I could take a few people. We got a couple of people here. Um, so why don't we have Sarah. Why don't we work with Sarah then on a couple of things here. So Sarah, can you unmute your audio? Sarah, are you there?
Hi, yes,
Okay,
I'm here.
great. Thank you. Um, so I'm going to do a little exercise, a little different than what Donna was doing. It runs a little quicker. Um,
One quick second.
so
I think Sarah, we have two Sarahs. I think you were talking, Sarah McHale has her hand up.
Oh, I'm
okay,
Sarah, the first Sarah.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah. Sarah, yeah. Let's see if
Oh,
the
okay.
sorry.
other Sarah, yeah,
Hi.
lots of
Hi.
Sarahs.
Gotcha.
Okay,
Okay.
now we have the other Sarah. Go ahead, Lance.
Okay. Thank you. Hi, Sarah. How you doing today?
Hiya. Good, thanks.
Great, great. So we're gonna do a little different exercise than what Donna was doing, a little quicker here, and we'll get through some more people.
Mm-hmm.
So think of something that frustrates you in your life. It could be anything. You don't have to go into the details of it. You tell me what it is. Just think of something that or someone that frustrates you.
Okay. Got it.
Okay, so from a scale, so where are you then as far as a scale 1 to 10, 1 being the least and 10 being the worst in terms of that frustration?
9.
Okay, okay. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you to do something completely different that you normally don't do. Are you okay with that?
Yeah. Sure.
Okay, great. So what I'm going to ask you to do is to say yes to that frustration, and we're going to go
Okay.
over a couple of an exercise here. And usually I close my eyes. You can close your eyes if you'd like. And so what I want you to do is bring up that feeling. Okay,
Yeah.
and I want you to say yes to that feeling. Can you say yes?
Yes.
And can you say yes even more
Yes.
and
Yeah.
accept it and allow it to release? As all feelings want to go. So can you say yes even more
Yes, even more.
and say yes even more
Yeah. Yes.
and let it completely dissolve? There's no reason to hold on to that feeling. Doesn't help you. It doesn't help anyone on this call. So let it completely dissolve. And can you say yes some more
Yes.
and even some more
Yes.
and accept it to say, allow it to go. All feelings want to go. So say yes, please, some more
Yes, please. Some more.
and say yes some more.
Yes, some more.
Okay. So you seem a lot lighter. Where are you now on the scale of 1 to 10?
Yeah, it's definitely gone down like a 7.
Okay, great. Let's try it one more time and see if we can get you down closer to a 0. You okay with
Okay.
that?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, great. Okay. So get in touch with that frustration again and let it completely dissolve. So can you say yes to it
Yes.
and say yes even more
Yes.
and
Yes.
yes even more.
Yes.
That frustration is your frustration. No one knows it's there. It doesn't help you. It doesn't help anyone. It doesn't help that situation or that person. So can you say yes to it even more
Yes.
and yes even more?
Yes.
Let that bottled up frustration completely dissolve some more. So can you say
Yes.
yes
Yes.
and yes even more?
Yes to the frustration. Yes. Even more. Yeah.
And today is Saturday, so let's let go of all that frustration. Give the brain a relaxation today, a vacation from the frustration. There's no need to hold on to it. Nothing's happening with it right now. So say yes to it even more
Yes.
and even some more.
Yes. More.
Okay. So where are you now on the frustration?
Like a
You sound
3. A 3.
okay. You want to see if we can get it down to a 0?
Yeah.
You
I
open to that?
do. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So let's try one more
Yes.
time. Okay. So
Okay.
let's get in touch with that feeling once more, that frustration.
Yeah.
All it is a feeling. So let's say yes to it and let it go.
Yes.
And yes, even more.
Yes.
And let it completely dissolve even more.
Yes.
And say yes to it some more.
Yes.
Let's allow to have a perfect day without any frustration at today, just because it's Saturday. So can you say yes
Yes.
to it even more?
Yes. Yes.
And even some more.
Yeah.
And even some more.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
let that feeling go even more. Say yes to it even more.
Yes. Even more. Yeah.
Okay. So where are you now on the scale?
Yeah, it's gone down. It's gone right. It's like it's gone zoom.
Okay. Well, from a 9, I mean, that's pretty good in a few minutes here. It's not
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
So that's an example of what you can do. Everyone has their innate ability to release and let go of negativity on the spot. And that's what the technique's about. It's not about saying yes. There's a lot more details about the course. And the course goes into a very, very detailed 123-page workbook, 21 audios, and it goes through a very detailed technique, a guide like that, not only saying yes, but that's just an example of what you can do to get it down to, to close to a zero. Did we get you down to a 0, or where did we actually?
Yeah, pretty much actually. Yeah.
Okay,
Mm.
great. So everyone has the ability to do that. It's just a matter of going through the process, and that's what we do. And we've been doing this for 28 years now. We're going on a 28th year. And Lester Levenson, who I knew, who Donna was talking about, growing up as a teenager, I was around it. He discovered this ability, and we got it out to 160,000 people. And it's helped so many people around the world. Every day we get emails, Donna and I and the teachers. We have 5 teachers, and we get amazing what we call gains testimonies of people, what they got out of the course. And every day we get something, anything from health, that I got the perfect job, financial, relationships. Every day we get something. And we heard on today's call, we heard 2 people talking about anxiety, having issues with anxiety, and that's a big thing. Or back pain. I had a severe back pain. There was that one gal that talked about sciatic nerve, and I had a severe accident in 2016. I had major trauma to my spine and neck, and I was able to. I was supposed to do surgery. I used the technique. My father said, You ever heard of this thing called release technique, releasing?" And he reminded me, and I used that, and I got it. And I have a perfect back, and I used it in every aspect of my life. I've used it also in helping in business. I was always the top salesperson by releasing, and they couldn't figure out what I was doing, and just blowing by numbers, 600% of quota, and taking most of the year off because I couldn't sell anymore. They wouldn't pay me anymore. I maxed out the comp plan. I used that in that technique. I used it in school. I was a horrible student. I went back to school for my master's in business, and they even had me teaching classes at Pepperdine I went to. I use it in every aspect of my life, and you could use it in anything in terms of relationships too. I've had, situations where even this week, I had a really bad, one of my best friends for 25 years. We had into an argument, and he was going to pick up, and he was a guitar player. He's going to leave. And I turned it all around right there by releasing it. Now everything is fine. So that could have been a situation where I didn't talk to him the rest of my life, or didn't talk to him for years. So it's used every day, and I use it in every aspect of my life. Donna does, and all the teachers do. And it's a great course. And it really has been proven. It's been studied by Harvard. It's been studied by people that have done anything from graduates from Harvard University, SUNY University, Penn State, UCLA, and researchers from those universities that studied it and proven that it's been a proven technique out there. There's not a lot of techniques that do it. And the great ability that we have today now is we have streaming opportunities. So now we used to have to sell it on cassettes. We started to sell it back then, and then CDs, and you had to wait to get it. The nice thing is you get it right through a streaming platform. So as soon as you sign up, you could start it right there, right from your computer, right from your phone, your smartphone. So I want to go over a couple of things real quick, and then we'll get back to some more releasing. We have an amazing course that we just added called the Health, Wealth, and Power Within course. It starts on Friday. It's over the weekend. It starts on Friday, November 14th. So it goes from that Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. The Friday is an orientation, so we start it later in the day. And then we have also morning sessions for the UK people, the people overseas. And then we have it followed up on the following weekend on Saturday and Sunday. And that's an amazing course to go over all the things we're talking about, because it encompasses everything. It's really kind of it encompasses health, it encompasses wealth, inner peace, and everything that we're talking about, where everyone has all these things. And I encourage everyone to really join that course. It's going to be over Zoom. We now moved over to Zoom exclusively. So we have a great platform to work with, and we can show the workbooks, and it's a great opportunity to do that. And, that course is just an amazing course. And what I want to do is, I want to talk a little about the abundance course too, but what we're going to do is, if you go to releasetechnique.com now and go to live classes, you can take a look at that class. And we're going to give a special coupon just for this call. It's only good until tomorrow at 5 o'clock. It cuts off. And you could type in at checkout, when you add that to your course there in your class, you can type in HW150. So it's like health wealth. So HW150, and save $150 only today and tomorrow off that course. And I encourage everyone to really do that. And it goes through really helping and diving into all the issues that people have. I mean, what is it worth to get rid of pain and struggle and frustration and health issues, backaches, migraines, all the things that people deal with on a daily basis? What is that worth, And we work, and the teachers work hand in hand with you on that course and really get you through all the basic foundations. And a lot of people say, well, I don't have, the foundations of the release technique. So what we're going to also do is, I'm going to offer the abundance course, which has gotten out to 160,000 people. It's a streaming product. We just updated it to the 3rd edition, and that comes with a 123-page workbook. It comes with 21 audios. And my father, Larry Crane, he will walk you through that course and get you up to the foundations and the fundamentals of releasing. And so you'll be ready for the course right away. That's a $197 value. We're going to also throw that in. So if you sign up today or tomorrow with that coupon code HW150, I'll also throw in that $197 course, the abundance course, that you can start today and get right up to speed on that and be ready for Friday's course and work with all the teachers on getting rid of all these things. A lot of people have a lot of, like you said, anxiety. We had back pain. We have a lot of issues with frustration toward people. And what is it worth to have get to a point where no one and nothing can bother you? And that's what this course can do for you, and get over all the issues that people run into. It's something that we really transforms people's lives. There's no other course that I know out there that gives you the support that we do. And the teachers, what they do is they are here to help and work hand in hand. There's a lot of courses out there that just throw an audio up and they don't work with people. We offer tons of support. When you do sign up for the abundance course, the home study course, the Release Technique home study course that I was talking about, and we'll give that to you free with this course, the Health, Wealth, and Power Within course, that will also give you a free Wednesday call every Wednesday. It's what we call it the World Call. People join around the world, and that's absolutely free. So it's a community that you're joining in for. And also we have free support. So if you're going through the course from Monday through Friday from 9 to 5:30, you can actually jump on a call with one of our teachers or one of our people, and they can walk you through any problems if you're stuck in the course, or work on some releasing. And we give that to you for 1 year. What is that worth? That's something that, money courses offer that, and they charge $3,000 for something support like that. We offer that for free with that. So I encourage everyone to sign up for the Health and Wealth Power Within course. It starts on the 14th, November 14th, on Friday, for 2 weekends. And type in that HW150, and you'll get a $150 discount on that off the course. And then we're also going to throw in the abundance course, the Release Technique home study course, the streaming course. That's $197 value. We'll give that to you also free, and we'll sign up. Once you use that coupon code, we'll send that course to you right away. You could start it this weekend. The other thing that I wanted to do is, if people want to jump in and just get their feet wet, you can also go to releasetechnique.com/offer, OFFER. So releasetechnique.com/offer, and that'll give you the course for $97. And that will give you the 123-page workbook. It'll give you also the 21 audios that Larry went through. Like I mentioned, 160,000 people have gone through that course. For $97 to even it's basically the cost of less than going out for a dinner for two at a decent place these days. I mean, for $97, it comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have no risk. If you have any questions, you just send customer service, releasetechnique.com, an email, and they refund your money. no questions asked. And what is that worth? You know, to have a community and have teachers on hand for you for that little amount of money, and start the course and do it. So I'm going to hand it back to Donna. So again, I'm going to recap. I encourage everyone, and I hope to see all of you on the course there next Friday and continue on the work that we're doing here. And you can go to releasetechnique.com and then go to live classes and add that course. And then you could add the coupon code at checkout. It'll ask for it, the HW150, to save $150. And once I see that coupon code, we'll also add this abundance course, $197 offer, which is on our website for that price. You can get that for free. Or if you decide you want to start today, you could start the abundance course for only $97 instead of the $197, and you'll get that sent to you today immediately. So you just go to releasetechnique.com/offer, OFFER, and you can buy the course, and that comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee and no questions asked. And that is an amazing course that 160,000 people have taken already in the last 28 years. It's been proven. And Larry takes you beautifully through that course and goes through all the fundamentals of all the things that we talked about today and showing you more detail. So it's a very little investment, and it really will transform your life. I assure you. So I'm going to hand it back to Donna. Donna can talk a little about the course that's coming up, and we'll get back to some more releasing. So Donna, I'm going to hand it back to you. Thank you.
Okay. Thanks, Lance.
Sure.
So I want to just share. Well, first of all, I wouldn't, I wouldn't change back time and wish myself have not learned releasing. Obviously, I mean, it sort of goes without saying. I wouldn't be doing this call if I didn't see like tremendous value, but not just for myself. I mean, I could say for myself a zillion things, but just watching others come into releasing, friends of mine, people that I've met. Nicole, I just talked to yesterday on the phone about something totally unrelated, and then I invited her to the call. I mean, I take my dogs out on the trail, and I always invite people to come to the free introduction call, because we deserve to know, right, how to live life that doesn't mirror what everybody else is doing. Because if we mirror what everybody else is doing, we just get into hating everybody and blaming everybody and comparing ourselves to everybody. We feel not good enough. The beautiful thing about releasing is it finally puts the missing puzzles in the puzzle piece that makes so much sense. And I've just seen people turn their health around, turn their financial situation around, turn so many things around. And basically, you discover that it's not only what Lance was talking about, getting rid of all of this emotional baggage. It's not only that. I mean, that in itself is wonderful. But actually, when you start to realize that you can manifest whatever it is that you decide to manifest, when you get really clear how you're manifesting the crappy stuff, you just turn it around and you can put your attention on, the saying positive attracts positive and negative attracts negative. We don't realize how much our negativity, our complaints, our moaning about things is actually bringing more of that we don't like. So when you kind of free yourself from all of that, you're done with the kindergarten, and then you say, let's just start from a blank slate and put my attention in the direction that I'd like to experience, things just start falling into place. And if the mind has its way, right, it's just going to keep running those old programs, those old patterns, but you become more where you're witnessing the mind in its shenanigans, but you're not going along with it. You're not giving any energy to it. When you're totally released. So that is something that is just priceless. The other thing I want to say, and then I'll talk about the course, but the other thing I want to say is about the support. Lance mentioned the support. So we have two different things that are, to me, priceless. One is we have a support line that's Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5:30 p.m., where you just get first class support. If you have a problem, you feel stuck, you feel like, okay, I'm trying to do this exercise and I'm not really getting it. Or, my sister just called me up and just really gave me a zinger and I want to kill her. Can you help me release on this? It's there for you. And that is, to me, radical. When I first heard about the support line, it just seemed like that's too good to be true, but actually it's amazing. And so 9 to 5:30, Monday through Friday, always even if it's a holiday, right? It's just, there's somebody there to take your call. And or they'll call you back if they're on with someone else. But it's, you get that, it's like Uber support. Um, and then the other thing Lance mentioned was the Wednesday live calls. And Wednesday, every Wednesday, again, regardless if it's a holiday, it doesn't matter. We are there for 2 hours every Wednesday, and it's a worldwide, meetup where all releasers can come together, because there's something really, Lester said, when you keep positive company, so all the releasers have this foundation, and together we can see how this foundation supports each other. We support as on an individual level, but also on a more of a collective level. And so these Wednesday calls are just, they're just super. So those are things that are free, whether you do the streaming course that Lance mentioned, the pre-recorded course, or whether you come do the live course with us. Either case, there these other support. Once you've taken a release technique course, the support is there for you. And then the getting onto the course, health, wealth, and the power within. That's going to be starting on Friday, as Lance said. So we do have 2 classes on Friday, 2 different scheduled times, because we have 2 different sides of the world. So it's at 9:30 to 12:30 on Friday morning for those in Europe. But actually, everybody is invited. It's not like, where you can come to one and not the other. You come to both if you want. Um, and then there's one from 5:30 to 8:30 on Friday. And that's where we kind of get everybody on the ground floor of like going through all the fundamentals that Lester gave us. They're priceless. They're the charts that he created to help us to see how the mind is put together. Once you see how the mind is put together, then you can easily release. It's very simple to release. That's on Friday. And then Saturday and Sunday, and then the following Saturday and Sunday is from 9:30 to 12:30. And then what we do on those days is we just take you through, we have an amazing workbook that we'll be working on. And that helps you to bring up these, of course we want more wealth, but we also don't want more wealth. In a weird unconscious way, we limit ourselves because we maybe have some belief that like, it's not good to have too much, or I might blow it, or I might have to pay taxes, right? So whether it's wealth or health or relationships or time or freedom or, having whatever it is you'd like to have, we kind of have a want for it, but we also have a not want for it. I don't want the problems associated with that. What we do is we get it all cleaned up so that you're just free to have. You don't have to want something. You just come from a totally different state of having. You can have it all. And even though the mind will say you cannot, you start to see that we're only restricted. You know what it is to be restricted, right? We're only restricted to the degree that we believe we're restricted. When we take off those restrictions, then we get to use our discernment, our own discrimination, our own capacity to say yes or no on any subject. Instead of there being some parental authority that our parents told us when you're a little kid, don't be greedy, don't have too much. You can decide, you know what, you can have to the degree that you would like to have. And when you really experience all these subconscious things that have been restricting us, it's nonsense. And so the beauty of health, wealth, and the power within, when you discover the power within, I mean, it's amazing. And that's what we do. That's what we're doing in the course. So I like to say it's a 10-day marathon because it starts on Friday. It goes for 2 weeks, or for 2 weekends. And there's 5 days in between where we don't have course, but you'll get a partner, a dedicated partner that's also in the course, and you can do the workbook exercises together. So you'll have a lot of things you can do in between, and then you come back the second weekend, and we help you in anything that you need help on, as well as we continue on going into more and more deeper ways of releasing. It's just brilliant, and you're brilliant, and so we belong to each other. Instead of living in the morass of our society and public opinion and all the just nuttiness of the world, we come together and we get clarity and we just really live life. We become a beneficial presence on the planet, really, truly. Not because we want to be noble, but just because we're starting to see through the murkiness of the mind and the ego's ruthlessness and its distortion. And you start to experience every day is like fresh and new, as if nothing ever happened. You just live from now. And there's just something spectacular about it. When we started the call, we talked about, what is it to live fully? And that's what you start to experience, living fully, really, truly living fully. And you deserve it. And we all deserve it. And don't listen to what anybody else says. You deserve it. Your mind may tell you you don't deserve it, you little brat, from childhood or something. But no, you do deserve it. We all deserve it. And that makes for a much better society. Because, like I said in the beginning, when we look at the society the mind is creating, people hate each other. They fight with each other. They're at war with each other. And Thanksgiving's coming up, and people they don't like their family members, and that can get totally straightened out. And that's why we added the course before Thanksgiving. So I know not everywhere in the world celebrates Thanksgiving, but we a lot of people are in the US. So in any case, just give yourself what you deserve. Only you can say no to yourself. And for how long? Sooner or later, you're going to have to say yes to yourself. You're going to have to, there's a desire, an inner urge within us to be free. And that inner urge is a good inner urge, And so it's pushing up so that you can be here. And I thank my lucky stars, like I said, for stumbling into release technique. And it was so profound for me that I really dedicated my life to it and to be able to help others to be able to use this amazing method. So thank you everyone for being here. We don't have any other hands up, so I'll wrap us up. I really appreciate it. I put in the chat the links for the releasetechnique.com and the course, the Health, Wealth, and Power Within, and then the coupon code. I'll just mention again, it's HW150. And that is good. Lance said till 5 o'clock tomorrow. And then if you want to just do the streaming course and not take the live course, you can go to releasetechnique.com/offer. They're both in the chat. So thank you so much. If you have any questions, you can email customer service@releasetechnique.com. And with that, I will call it a wrap. So thanks so much, everyone, for being here. Love to all of you, and hope to see you in the course. Bye for now.
Thank you, everyone. Have a great weekend. We'll see you in the course, hopefully. And any questions, like Donna said, you can contact us at customer service@releasetechnique.com. We'll answer any questions. And thank you so much for joining today. Appreciate it. Have a great day.
Bye-bye.